Therese, let Jeanette have more responsibility. Because we all know she's a loser, and she needs it, in order to keep herself alive. Because without reason, she would die a slow, horrible death.
More responsibility? So that she can ruin every opportunity I give her? Of course. You're the only one who can secure zoning permits and shake hands. I'd never be able to keep up.
And you, Jeanette, must stop sabotaging your sister's plans, because it just causes chaos for all of you in the long run, and I know you don't like chaos, unless you're a loser.
But I only do it for attention, and out of love. You do it because you're vindictive and jealous, and you deserve it.
If you call a truce, and run this place equally, there's no need to kill each other, so I don't see what the big problem is. You guys can easily get along and hold hands and love each other for the rest of eternity you guys have.
If she would stop treating me like a child, if she would start behaving like a rational adult.
You both must have gotten along at one time. I mean, come on.
Yes, there was a time. When I was a child, I didn't have many friends. I suppose Jeanette was the only one. We never did get to go out of the house much. Father wouldn't allow us. He said we'd get hurt, so we stayed inside and we imagined our own worlds. And we spent so much time there together, ruling over those places. Those were happier times, before we grew apart.
You don't really want to kill each other, do you? Actually, you guys kinda do, because you're all Malkavian crazies, but you know, that's just my opinion.
No, I guess I don't. Jeanette, if I were to offer you equal control in Santa Monica, would you quit consorting with Tongue? I'll stop working against you with him. But since I've got him in my pocket already, there's no reason for me not to pay him a little visit once in a while, when he can be of use. That's not a bad plan. There's just one more thing. I want to be in charge of Santa Monica, but only publicly. I want you to continue to convince others that our relations are strained. That way, we know who our enemies are. I agree.
Give me the gun, Therese. Give me the gun and end this horrible thing. You really should do it. I'm telling you now.
Take it. I'd hate to look at it again and think of what almost transpired. I suppose now that Jeanette and I have settled our differences, I'll call off the feud with Tongue. Bertram's hiding in an empty oil tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him to expect a visitor, and I'll ask him to be extra nice.
Thanks, goodbye. I'll see you all later. Because I'm just a good Samaritan like that.
Please give Santa Monica's regards to the prince. And keep your tongue tied about what happened tonight, or we'll have to kill you.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would want to kill me due to the fact that, you know, my guy's a Baali, but, you know, he just worships demons from another dimension in hopes of gaining infernal powers. I mean, that's not such a big deal. I don't see why people make such a big deal about it. You know, they always act like it's some horrible thing. Oh, he makes deals with demons. He kills people and steals their souls and then sells them to some crazy underworld guy in exchange for power. I don't see the big deal. It's a very useful tactic.
Look who finally made it. Thought you'd never find me, huh?
You knew I was looking for you? You could have helped me, you know. I mean, it would have been really helpful and nice.
I've gotten good at knowing when I am wanted.
Are you Bertram Tongue? You look like a Bertram Tongue. I mean, you sort of look like a dead, chewed-up cow tongue, but that's a different story.
But don't bother with the introductions, fledgling. I know who you are.
You do? Okay, that's kind of stalkerish, bro. What you been doing? Staring at me as I walk by the sewer grates every day?
News travels down the kindred grapevine like wildfire. And that courtroom spat between LaCroix and Nines Rodriguez is a juicy little morsel. And you in the middle. How interesting.
That's great! So you know I survived and didn't die a slow, horrible death at the hands of the Sabbat or various other people.
Oh, you did you? Well, I wasn't worried. So why did you need to find me? What did you need?
I need to get into that warehouse from Mercurio. It would really help me if you told me how to get in so I could blow it sky high and kill thousands of innocent people.
Oh, never mind. The warehouse, though. I've been watching the place. The Sabbat has a bunch of low-life humans working day and night to move stuff through there. There's some major staging going on.
Right, but can you get me inside? That's the real question here, Tongue. If you can't get me inside, what am I even doing here? It's like I just ran a complete circle for absolutely no reason.
Just tell me when you're ready, and we'll leave. Once you're there, however, you're on your own. You'll have to get into the place and plant the explosives in the middle office to take the whole structure down.
Let me get a few things together first. I need to take care of some things, if you know what I mean, like make a few deals.
Alright, I guess. Come back when you're ready to go. But don't be too long, fledgling. This isn't really something we planned around your schedule.
Whatever, dude. I'll see you later. Once I gain the power to blow people up just by looking at them. Yeah, that's pretty much the plan. I'm gonna do some side quests here and gain enough experience so I can buy, what's it called, Infernal Servitor, and just, you know, blow people up. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to have that power? Just put a demon in somebody's body and watch them get ripped to shreds in a slow, horrible fashion which would cause serious amounts of pain to any normal human being, and then they fall over and die from, like, the demon destroying their internal organs and crap. I mean, that's just awesome in my opinion. You know what I mean, people? You gotta talk with passion, too. Like, kill. Yeah, your walls are crawling with rats. Did you know that?
You're the health inspector.
Yeah, just let me get my badge and I'll show you. I mean, it's not that hard. I just had to go out to my car, which doesn't exist because there are no cars.
At least the last health inspector had the decency to make it clear when he was asking for a bribe. Here's $50. I get to live the dream for another exciting month. Yay.
If you'll excuse me, I have other fine establishments to expect. You know, because people need to be inspected, or else they might be putting human toenails in this chili. You ever seen any pale, kind of strange types in here late at night? I mean, I'm not talking about vampires, you know, just in case you're getting that idea.
Is that a trick question?
Have you ever heard of the term thin blood? I think you should have, because, you know, it's kind of a common disease nowadays that kills people very slowly. It's like AIDS.
Blood. Sounds familiar. Is that one of those tropical diseases?
Try to remember, where did you hear it? It's very important that you remember this, because if you don't, well, I'm gonna kill everybody in here. Simple as that. I have a gun, you know. I mean, that's just how the game goes.
I know I've heard that before.
Maybe a kind of strange pretty girl said something about it recently. You know, that one girl who tried to drink somebody else's blood. I mean, I know it's pretty common.
That girl. Nice girl. First decent human being I've seen in here for years. Not like all the junkies and crazies I normally see. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah, weird. She left a tip, but she didn't order a thing. Yeah, she looked so hungry, too. Just sat there all night with a full glass of water in front of her, talking about this and that. She seemed lonely, a little scared, so I let her stay in the booth until we closed. She left some stuff here. You seem to know her. Why don't you give it back to her if you run into her?
Thanks a lot. I'll be sure to do that. After I find her. Evil laughing. Yeah. I'm really good at this. Not really, but I wish I was. I still love how my blood's on the wall and there's bullet holes there, but nobody seems to notice. I mean, you know, that's obviously not a health violation whatsoever. My blood on the wall. Yeah, it's just simple. I also love how Mercurio never cleans up that blood on his floor. I mean, seriously, it's just right there in a big old puddle and nobody cares, you know? It's like, look at us, everybody. We're a puddle of blood. And everybody just walks by it every day like, oh, that's a nice puddle of blood. I should, you know, get down on my knees and lick it one day. Like, seriously? Nobody's even, like, caring about that? For all you know, that could be a giant, you know, biological weapon dropped there by some foreign country that hates your country and could be plotting to overthrow the government through infecting people and turning them into crazy vampire-type creatures, like it's from the X-Files or some crazy thing, you know? Oh, the cops are here. Looks like they noticed something, but not the huge blood trail outside of that building. Not at all.
Gonna have to ask you to step back.
Not at all.